I'm Tom Campbell from Cultaholic.com, joined by Monday Motivation, Adam Pacitti. Did you have a lovely week? And look at this. Look at this.
Motivation coming out.
Oh, it's pouring.
Pacitti Mania is running wild on a Monday. I want to go back to bed. How are you, Tom?
I'm doing smashing.
Yeah,
Thank goodness you're here, bringing the Monday Motivation.
Come on, do it with me. Do it with me. Both of them. Yeah, headlines.
What a lovely night out that was. Here's some headlines. New Japan Pro Wrestling have announced a new US promotion. TNA is returning for one night only, and a top indie star has been signed by Impact Wrestling. More on that soon. Everywhere around the world, we're coming to America. Not my words, the words of Neil Diamond from Off of the Past. And the words of New Japan just a few hours ago, Adam Pacitti.
Very exciting news indeed here, as New Japan have announced that they are launching a US-based promotion, New Japan Pro Wrestling of America.
There was a mystery press conference that took place at 3 p.m. local time, and I tuned in. Literally, could have been anything. I was thinking, oh, maybe Lance Archer's got a new hat. I don't know. Oh, no, nothing like that. No, we're just going into America now. We're doing our own thing now. Some really juicy bits that have come out from this.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to tell you everything that we know so far. So they're in phase 3 of this expansion into America now. They've already been hunting talent in the US. They've already ran tours in the US. New Japan of America will run in the West Coast, Texas, the Southeast, and the mid areas with live tours in cities in those areas. The plan is to run US tours between Japanese tours, but there may be the odd occasion where they run simultaneously, which hints to me that they're going to be two perhaps distinctive rosters here. They're going to be two separate rosters. If they can run at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge. Absolutely huge. They talked about their strong relationship with Access TV, which is the company that Impact now own, right?
Basically,
the parent
Impact
company of
and Access are all under the same brolly, which is interesting.
Where that isn't feasible for them to air, they're going to air the US live events on New Japan World, their on-demand service. Where that isn't feasible, they will run a video on demand, so on a delay.
So where it's live, it will be live. Where they can't be, they'll do it after the fact.
Yep, and you can follow all the progress right now on @NJPW of America on Twitter, which is an account, right, that they registered a long time ago. How long ago was this?
It was back in March. They've been hiding in plain sight. So this is, but then you think about it and you go, well, this was set up in March. They've been doing a lot more stuff stateside, a few more shows in the UK. They announced a United States Championship held by, the best in the world, Lance Archer. And it makes sense now that they've been hiding in plain sight all this long and then just gone, oh, by the way, bang, away we go.
Well, this is the interesting thing here. Normally, with stuff like this, you hear rumblings a couple of days before the announcement. I heard nothing here.
I think we sensed there was some scuttlebutt with regards to the fact that there was talk of like a bit of a fractious relationship between AEW and New Japan. Obviously, WWE last week had big plans to expand the states. And I think it's quite interesting how WWE had these big plans to announce something on the 18th. Of like, we're going to launch Japan. That was the rumor, an innuendo that they were going to announce like NXT Japan on last week, and then on Monday, New Japan is off to America.
This is it. I don't think any of us expected New Japan to announce that they were going into America before WWE announced that they were going into Japan. That's the surprise here.
I feel like WWE would be quite annoyed by the fact that Japan seemed to have had this little bit on them.
Well,
I feel like
Triple H, Vince McMahon, Steph, if you're watching,
which they do,
bit of Monday motivation maybe.
Come on,
boys, it's all right. You'll get there. Come on,
you'll catch up one day, you plucky underdogs.
We are TNA.
Do you like that?
That was the intro.
It was best voiceover on the planet. He is not that. But I'm excited to hear that again very soon. And Adam Pacitti, we will during WrestleMania weekend.
We will. Impact Wrestling have announced that TNA is coming back for one night only, as you say, over WrestleMania weekend. They're going to do a TNA-themed show. This was announced via Ethan Page, of all people.
Yeah, randomly Ethan Page tweeted about how excited he was that they were going to be doing a TNA-themed show. And a few people picked up on this and thought, oh, this is just Ethan Page having a joke. And then all of a sudden, other people in TNA have confirmed this is a thing.
Has he cocked up here? Was he? It wasn't meant to be Ethan Page announcing this, was it? That's for sure.
I don't know, but it certainly seems like it's a thing. I'm really excited about it. Do you know what? Because, and I think we forget, because it feels like TNA it feels like, it doesn't feel like it, but they've got such a rich lore as TNA. You know, I mean, for better or for worse, there's a lot in the history of TNA. Your King of the Mountain matches, your reverse battle royals, your hard 10 matches, the Johnsons.
Keep going.
Oh,
Cheeks.
Cheeks.
Broke the ring.
Cheeks still with us, because Cheeks could get involved in this as well. So, I mean, those are just some of the silly things. But then you have, like,
the Kurt Angles, the Samoa Joes, the Bobby Roodes,
a burgeoning tag division from back in the day, which is part of the exciting revelation from this, was when Ethan Page put out this tweet saying this is happening. It was Matt Jackson from the Young Bucks who tweeted a picture of the Bucks in TNA
Generation Me.
as Generation Me. Scott D'Amore has still got the ball rolling. We could see on that night Generation Me versus the Motor City Machine Guns as a feature match of the night. I'll be all right with that.
Yeah,
I'd
agreed.
be fine with that. Chris Sabin's got a good relationship already with Impact. He was backstage at Bound for Glory last night, and I'm sure Alex Shelley could be tempted back for some pennies. I'm sure he could.
A little bit of Monday demotivation here, Tom. I don't like.
How do we do demotivation?
It's like that, just reverse. Still feels the same.
All right.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Really?
I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I love a nostalgia show, totally. But the branding has been so confusing with TNA, Impact Wrestling, Global Force over the years that I don't actually think this is the most sensible thing, because you're kind of just saying, look at how great it used to be. Remember all this fun we had?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure this is the most sensible PR move.
I feel like it's doing something that's a bit different I think you look at when they're doing it. It's WrestleMania weekend. It is basically the Edinburgh Fringe Festival of wrestling now, is WrestleMania weekend, when you'll get flyers for, oh no, I'm Keith's Wrestling Alliance. We're putting on a show in that bin over there. Come watch it.
This is your neighbour Keith.
That's my neighbour Keith. He's a wrestling promoter. I hate him. Kick him in the shins. But everybody's doing wrestling shows WrestleMania weekend in that area. So I think for Impact, yeah, I'm sure Impact would have run a show anyway. Makes sense to, but why not do something that's a little bit different? That's got that might potentially get not every single cat, but maybe a couple of cats excited with doing it as like an old school.
You
wrestling.
sort of sold me here. I think for ticket sales, this is very good, right? There are lots of people. If I was there and I thought, oh, they're doing a TNA show, I'd probably pop along. But still, I would say on a PR and branding perspective, this isn't the best idea. It's
sad that they haven't got Abyss anymore, because quite a few of the TNA guys are now locked down to WWE.
Lockdown. Do you get it? Do you get it? Look at that. He's bloody hell.
I want a six-sided ring for one night. I want a 6 sides of steel match. I want a last rites match, which is the match where you have to put the guy in the coffin in the middle of the ring, and then the coffin raises up to the heavens, and everybody chants Fire Russo. I want one of them again. I think, if you look at the history of TNA, it is inherently a lot of nonsense amongst there. But there is
a lot of amazing stuff. Jesus Christ, some of the wrestling that they were putting on, just amazing, absolutely amazing. We've got some more Impact Wrestling news. While we're staying on the subject, Impact Wrestling have signed one of the hottest free agents in the world today. Joey Ryan is joining Impact Wrestling.
That's an exciting sign. I think he had offers from other places, but he says that, in his words on Twitter, this one made the most sense. Impact Wrestling's been the most consistent wrestling program on TV for the past 2 years. Which, you know what, I can't... This is the thing, right? Impact... we get people who leave comments on the video saying, you don't cover Impact Wrestling enough. Where's my Impact Wrestling graded? And but it's one of those ones that sort of faded a bit into the background, but it has been consistent.
Oh yeah, no,
like,
I
it's
think the
now
TV
for
shows are
better.
really good.
It has now, like it's a shame that they only now, when less eyes are on them, which is not me being an arse. It's true. When there's less eyes on them, they're putting on a product that is incredibly interesting. The rise of Tessa Blanchard as a potential main event superstar is definitely there. Brian Cage, despite the fact that he hasn't had the best title run because of injuries, he's certainly a decent player. Sami Callihan, what a machine. Moose and Ken Shamrock had themselves a little contest last night. Ken Shamrock looks like somebody's dad who's been fighting for 30 years, but
did your dad throw a Hurricane Rana?
Yeah.
I was watching some of the
Did it on Saturday at the Borough game.
The first thing I say is Moose looks in tremendous shape. Moose is really cut. He's looking great. And Shamrock, fair piss in play to the guy. That is unbelievably impressive.
You could do a film about like Shamrock. Like the moment he left WWF, he just carried on fighting, and that's why like his XP now is phenomenal. But so Joey Ryan says it's been consistent for the past 2 years. He says he also gets to keep all his indie dates, and best of all, they let me be me. They're going to let Joey Ryan be Joey Ryan.
Yeah, I think they would have let Joey Ryan be Joey Ryan had he joined AEW. I don't think the same can be said if he had gone to WWE or NXT or whatever. I think this is a sensible move for Joey Ryan, and that's the most important thing here is that the majority of his money, or all of his money pretty much, right now is coming from indie dates, merch, etc. He'll be able to continue doing that. He'll be able to continue shifting his own merch, whereas in AEW, that might not be the case. He might not be able to do all of the indie dates that he wanted to do. He might not be able to sell the merch in the way that he currently sells the merch. So that's the thing with Impact Wrestling. Like, it's exciting because, yeah, Impact Wrestling, they've offered Joey Ryan a contract, but it's sort of just a contract to another indie in the way that they sort of phrase their contracts. No, you're all right there, little buddy. You're all right there. You're all right there. He's all right. Oh, he's all right. He's all right.
Just thought about Joey Ryan going to NWA Power to be called by Jim Cornette. Maybe cough a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a nice thought.
I'd like that. Sorry, I think I've ruined it.
Next story.
And finally, nice guy Ali. Let's end on a wonderful story about the wrestler who made all the dreams come true. Ali tweeted over the weekend saying, to clarify some reports, my earnings for the Crown Jewel event will be donated to Charity Water. They provide clean, safe drinking water to people around the world who need it.
Wait.
It is a class act.
It is a class act, but he actually said, my earnings from the 31st of the 10th event. He didn't even name the event. He didn't say Crown Jewel, which,
That's
fair
true.
play to the guy.
That's true. Yeah, it's true. He didn't even name the event. He's off to go and do it, and the money's going to charity, which I think is class. But it doesn't end there.
No, he's just the best, isn't he? Because it is a nice, lovely story here. He also, there was some kid.
There was some kid.
Some little jabroni Mark. His name's Noah, and an account somewhat not but exactly tweeted Ali saying, my son Noah wants to be you for Halloween. Can you tell me where to get the light up vest and mask so I can make this happen? Ali didn't tell him, he went one step further. Instead, he sent him an Ali t-shirt and he sent him one of those cool light up masks with the bloody LED. You can buy them on wish.com, mate. He sent him that, and there's a little unboxing with the kid, the most excited kid on the planet.
Because you can't buy those properly. I mean, obviously
you can't buy them on WWE Shop.com.
No, but WWE Shop, which is, you're leaving money on the table, lads. Like the fact that they don't do one. So Ali went and sorted it for this kid. I thought that was lovely.
Yeah.
What a guy.
No, this is it, right? This is what wrestling is all about to me. I get far more enjoyment seeing little kids be made happy. Like, even just like Cena tossing a shirt out or something like that. When you see the joy on their faces.
Yeah.
Forget us bloody podgy, beardy or moustachy wankers. It's all about
all three of those just described me.
No offence, little buddy. It's all about making dreams come true, isn't it? And just Monday motivation, really.
It is, isn't it?
So to that, I can't do that for the kid. I can't do that for the kid, can I?
You absolutely should.
No. Well, have a good week, everyone.
Back on a Monday. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can support us on Patreon by going to patreon.com/Cultaholic. Lastly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.